Welcome to this sporadic last minute live. I wanted to talk today about less effort, greater results. So, a lot of us are finding we are overstimulated, distracted, have very busy lives, and also are very busy in our work, whatever your work is, whether you're working for someone else, whether you're on a salary job or you work for yourself, you're an entrepreneur, you have your own business, you're in the healing field, you're in the online digital world, and you're traveling around, you're doing classes. There seems to be a culture that has been created of what I will call pseudo productivity. So, pseudo productivity is where we are very busy and we are rewarded for our busyness, whether it's you need to be on lots of meetings in your company to prove that you're doing a good job, or you need to be always answering your emails, you need to be instant messaging everyone back, you need to be always available on your phone. This is this idea of pseudo productivity where it's this addiction really to this busyness. Companies put in this culture of pseudo productivity ever since COVID. There's been a lot more pseudo productivity where you're expected to be on Zoom all the time. There's all these meetings. And really, what it is that we're being distracted from doing quality work. We're being distracted from doing deep work, especially with the level of usage we have of our phones these days. Everything is instant. We have our emails that come through on our phone. We have our WhatsApps, our Skypes, our Telegrams, all these threads are constantly going off throughout the day, and we're being distracted. We're doing surface level work, answering messages, emails. It's all surface level work, and we're not getting to the deep work that we're here to do. We're not, and what that's resulting in is that we're doing a lot. We're very busy, but we're also very distracted, and we're actually not getting quality work out in the world. We're not doing the quality inner stuff, deep work that we really want to do. So maybe it is you really want to write that book, or there's a real calling for you to bring a certain class to the world or to create something, but it's you're so distracted by the pseudo productivity, having to do multiple things at once, constantly being on the phone, on the computer. All of that is taking you away from maybe doing what you really desire to do, and you can't get to the deep work, the quality work. You can't produce quality work when you're being distracted. So what are some ways that you can start looking at this? What are some perspective shifts you can start to have to really start to look at coming out of the pseudo productivity, coming out of the busyness, and actually we're still going to create, right? But it's looking at how can I produce quality work with less effort, less busyness. And so a lot of this is actually shifting how we do things, right? So number one, it's doing fewer things. This might seem counterproductive to some of us, especially those of us who love to be like ADHD and be like, I love having multiple things going on at once. There's a time and a place to have 10 tabs open on your computer and have multiple things going on. If you're doing surface level work, it's easy for me to answer an email, be on my website, answer something else, be on my phone. It's easy for me to do all those things at once when it's surface level work. But if I want to write a book, or I want to design a course content for a course that I want to bring to the world, that actually requires me to not be distracted. That requires me to not have multiple other things going on. So if you want to actually look at creating quality work, maybe there is something inside you that really wants to be birthed, but you can't get to it if you have 10 other things going on at once. So that doesn't mean you can't do 10 other things at once. It just means you could start to look at giving yourself time in your day to do the deeper work, maybe you turn your phone off, you put your phone on do not disturb, you close off all your other tabs, maybe you even get off your computer and you just go pen to paper, or you do your deep work when you're out walking in nature and you start to look at where your mind really gets to relax. And then when your mind is relaxed, that deeper work can come true. whether it's the book or the new class that wants to be created. It can be birthed through you when you have fewer things going on in your mind, when you're not being distracted by the email notification, right? So, number one, can you do fewer things, right? And that also goes for your day to day stuff. Like, how many of you have multiple things you try to do in a day, but you give yourself too many things to do? I do that I've done that a lot, and I've started to shift that in my, I really shifted how I was creating in my business and my work this year. And this is what I started doing. I started to stop trying to give myself too many things to do in a day, and then and actually give myself clear targets. Like, instead of trying to have 3 Zoom meetings and do this class and send these emails and grow my list, it's like I actually got clear on, okay, what are your targets? Like, what is it exactly you want to focus on? If you could get 3 clear targets, and then you don't even want to each day try work on 3 of the targets at once. You could go, okay, today I'm going to work on that one target. Maybe that one target is to grow my list. All right, today I'm going to work on that. And then you go full on into that, rather than trying to do all these other projects in one day. So really doing fewer things, and working at a more natural pace, right? We have been putting our systems and our bodies under a lot of stress to work at a pace that actually isn't natural. And if you're jumping on a Zoom meeting, and you're on a meeting and you're talking to all these people, it takes you a while when you get off that meeting then to be able to get into your next project or your next task. Your mind can't just jump from one thing to another, especially if you're trying to say, if you're on a Zoom meeting, but then you're writing a book at the same time, or you're creating course content. You can't just get from a Zoom meeting and then jump into that. Like, your mind can't go that deep that quickly. So that's why if you want to start looking at allotting time for yourself. So if I want to write the book, then I give myself 3 hours where I go deep into that. But I don't have any other meetings, and I don't have my phone on, and I don't have those distractions. And then if I need to answer emails and do kind of more like the surface level stuff that doesn't require that much of my brain power, I allot time for that. But know that you can't just jump from the surface level stuff into the deep stuff. So that's where you start to look at allotting time in your day for different tasks and knowing what's required for that. Like, I know if I'm getting on and I'm answering emails and I'm checking Facebook and I'm checking notifications and I'm updating things, that's fine. I can do that, but I have to know I can't just, that is going to take a different type of energy to maybe sitting down and writing course content, or I'm just using examples in my own mind, but whatever that is for you, right? And maybe you're like, okay, I need to write a new website for my business. That requires some brain power, some in-depth thinking of, what do I want to say? What's my message? That's a lot different to answering an email. So this is where we start to look at having allotted times for different types of work in your day. And that's where you also then want to look at, what are the bigger projects you want to work on, right? Because you can get caught up answering emails every day, right? And before you know it, your day is gone, but you haven't actually produced anything quality. So what are those deeper, those deeper quality projects that you want to work on? And start to obsess over producing quality, not quantity. Again, the pseudo productivity world we're living in is all about like the amount you do. Oh, I was on 10 meetings today, so now you're rewarded for that, but you didn't produce anything of quality. So quality is done over time. If you look at how writers write their books, they go off into a quiet place, they go off somewhere in nature, they rent a cabin, and they over time produce a quality book, right? But then if someone, say an author, is being pressured to produce one book every month, it probably isn't going to be quality books. So the best work is done over time, slowly over time, quality work. And then really just being clear on, like, what are your targets, right? So what is that? What are the things in your business and in your work that are calling at you, and that you don't actually have the time right now. You're so busy with the busyness of your life. You don't have you haven't had the time to really gift it to that to that project, and that's what creates stress in your world. So even last year, I really got clear on, like, I really wanted to really go full on into the movement, and I created a movement membership, and I really wanted to give it my energy. So I actually committed to just doing that, to giving myself a couple of months to create it, to create the content, to get it out in the world, and to really focus on that. And that's all I did for a couple of months. And it's still one of the main things I do. But it was such a relief to my system to be able to just commit to this project. Whereas before, I was trying to do all these other classes, all these other things. But really, I was getting stressed because the thing I really wanted to do, I didn't have the time and I didn't have the energy for. So when I actually gave myself the time and energy for this project, I was able to create a quality product, a quality project over time, and it's still growing and it's still expanding. So what is that thing inside you that's calling to be created? What is it that you really care about? It's something that you really want to create that you haven't had the time to care about. You haven't had the time to give it your full attention and your creativity because you've been so distracted and you've been so busy with so many other things. And that's the thing that's creating stress in your world. And that's the thing that creates burnout, because you're not able to actually tap into your full creative potential and do the thing you're really desiring to do. You're being distracted by other stuff, right? By answering emails, surface level things. So, yes, quality work is more genuine and unique. Yeah. So it's really just being aware of this. Where am I doing pseudo productivity? Where am I just trying to be overworked, proving I'm doing so much while not really creating anything of quality, and not really giving the projects I really want to give my attention to, and really giving them my full attention, just kind of on this next thing, hamster wheel. So really getting back, cutting back, doing fewer things. So doing less enhances greater results, right? And also knowing you may have some busy times, but after the busy times, allow time for relaxation, right? And we all know it. It's when we relax, the best ideas come to us. We produce the best work when we're relaxed. So our brains work better when we're not rushing. So doing fewer things increase your hours and quality. So when you do fewer things, your quality of hours increase. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm suggesting to you this method. Hola. So she's asking, can you suggest a method? This is the method. It's giving yourself time, block time in your day for the deep work, for the quality work where you're not being distracted, and then have a different time to do the surface level stuff like answering emails, being on your phone. You are being distracted right now by your phone and by your computer because you can't go deep into quality work. You can't let your mind go and really go deep into the deeper projects when you're being distracted by the notification on your phone. So turning your phone off, turning your computer off, turning all your notifications off, and blocking off time for deeper quality work. Okay. So that's kind of all I wanted to say today about that. And I also just wanted to do a little taster of energy pulls, energy activations to grow your business and to really tap into this energy with producing greater quality work with less effort. So a lot of you know about energy pulls and energy activations. So this is a beautiful tool to go hand in hand with. So there's number one, like having the information, having the awareness, right? And then it's like tweaking things in your day-to-day activities. Like, okay, being aware of, all right, I'm answering emails right now. So this is surface level work. And then being aware of what is deeper work, and maybe blocking time out in your day to maybe the 2 hours in the morning before your kids wake up. That's your time to go deep into whatever project you need to give your time. And you need to give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours to go deep. Your brain can't go deep in a short space of time. You need to give yourself time to relax, to really go into those. Like if you go out in nature for the day, if you spend a whole day in nature, you become so relaxed, right? Your brain really relaxes, your mind, your body, and that's where you have the best ideas. So it's a similar way. And you can do the thing, give the thing that you want to give attention to in that block of time, and then have an hour at another part of the day to answer the emails, do the surface level stuff. So that's one part of it. And then also we want to look at the energy, right? So it's like one thing to say, let's do the deep work, but do you even know what the deep work is for you? So this is where we bring in the energy pools, we bring in questions, and we use energy pools. I call them energy pools or energy activations to really get the energy flowing and congruent with you and what are you asking for and what is your business asking for. Okay. So with that, we're going to do a little taster of energy activations and energy pulls. So just if you want to do this with me, you can, or you can just listen along. So take a deep breath. I want you to breathe with intention. So inhale and feel your feet touching down into the earth. Feel your belly rise into your heart, up through your head, up and out the crown of your head. Okay, bring awareness to your physical body. Inhale again, pulling in oxygen through every cell in your body. And as you exhale, you're releasing carbon dioxide, releasing whatever needs to leave your body. If you want to close your eyes, you can. And now I want you to inhale into your heart. And exhale, release. And now, what is your heart desiring? What is your heart calling for you to create? What is that thing that you're yearning to bring to the world? What is asking for your full attention? So take a breath. There might be nothing that comes to mind right now. It may just be an energetic download. When you ask these questions, you open yourself up to receiving the awareness. It may be instant or it may come to you later. So breathe again into your heart. And exhale, release, pushing down any armor you have around your heart and around your body and around your energetic bodies. And anywhere you've been busy in your mind, inhale into your mind, into your brain. And exhale, release the busyness. If you've been running on adrenaline, running on that busyness, inhale into your body. And exhale, just think the word release. Release the busyness. And now, what creative projects are looking for your full attention? What are you truly desiring to create? that needs your full attention, that is asking for your full creative abilities. And if you're not sure, you can ask your body, you can ask your business, show me. Show me what needs my full attention. Show me what's asking to be birthed through me. Inhale from the tips of your toes up through the center of your body and exhale out the crown of your head, letting your crown chakra open and allowing the universe in, allowing ideas to come through your crown chakra. What ideas are downloading to you that are asking to be birthed through you? What is your business asking for? What are those projects your business requires your full attention, your creativity? Just let that energy flow to you, allowing the universe in, allowing spirit, consciousness to show you the way. Now letting all those projects talk to you, show you what can you create, what can you put into the world with less effort over time that is a gift to the world and creates greater results for you and for the world. What is burning inside of you? What is your heart desiring? What is your body desiring? What is that creative fire in you that wants to be birthed into the world, that is a gift to you and to the world? Let that energy come through every cell in your body. Let it fill you up and then trickle this energy out to everyone and everything in the whole universe who's looking for this. Everyone who's going to contribute to your projects, to your business. Everyone who's looking for your work and doesn't even know it yet. Whew. And now if there was 3 main projects, 3 main targets, goals, creative projects that your business is asking for your attention, that you can give your time to, that you can produce something of quality, what are those 3 ideas or projects for you in your business currently? Ooh, okay. So just make note of that. Maybe you write that down afterwards. And then let's pull energy to those 3 projects. So we're pulling energy from all over the universe. We're asking for inspiration. We're asking the universe for creative ideas, inspiration, to move the energy of these projects. Asking to download from the universe through us to these projects more creativity, more movement, more energy, more inspiration, more ideas. What would it be like to have more ease, creating greater results with less effort, creating quality projects, creations in the world through you? Breathing into that, knowing I can create greater results with less effort. I create quality products in my work. I create quality projects in my business with less effort over time. Breathe into that. The less stressed, the more relaxed I am, the greater results I get. Breathe into that. And exhale, flow that energy out to everyone and everything in the whole universe as you vibrate as that energy. I am ease. I am power. I am awareness. I am creativity. I am money. I am business. I get paid to create greater projects in the world with less effort from a space of relaxation over time. Breathe into that. Be that. Vibrate as that. And flow that energy out into the world. Okay, guys. That is it for me today. If you would like to check it out, I have 21 days of energy pulls to grow your business. If you'd like to have more ease, getting clear on what your business desires, and growing your business from questions, from energy pulls, it is 50% off in my shop right now. And you get all the replays. So you can check that out if you'd like more of that. I hope you got something out of today. If you have any questions, message me, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're on YouTube, join my Telegram if you're not on Telegram. I'm live in Telegram today. So hi to everyone in the Dance to Oneness Telegram group. Thank you for being here. And what would it be like if we all start to produce greater quality work with less stress from a space of relaxation, with less effort? And less effort doesn't mean we're not going to work. We're still going to work. We're just going to do quality work with less distractions. So thank you for being here. That is the target of my life and my business, to work less with greater quality. So my target at the moment is work 3 to 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. I am creating a world where I work less, I am out in nature more, I am relaxed more, and I'm creating greater quality work, and I'm still getting paid for it, and I'm still creating wealth and money. So really undoing these programs and these beliefs we have that we need to keep producing more and more and more to get more, which isn't working. And so many of us have burnt ourselves out from that way of working and that way of thinking, this pseudo productivity. So really looking at a different way of being in the world, a different way of creating. I'm excited for it. I know it's possible. I'm creating it at the moment, and I've seen other people create it, especially women, because as women, we work differently to men. So that's a whole other topic for another day. And thank you for being here. Talk to you soon. Bye.